What's going on, guys? It's Tyler here, bringing you the much requested UI video for my personal UI that you guys have seen in all of the videos I've uploaded so far. I've had a lot of people comment and ask me about Weakauras and profiles and add-ons and stuff, so I actually even had a few people say specifically, like, make a video about this. So I was like, yeah, I guess I can do that. So here we are. This is going to go over my add-ons, my Weakauras, my Vuhdo, basically everything you would need to know about my personal UI. I cannot speak today. I want to go over something real quick before we kind of go into all that. I was looking over my Miss Weaver monk guide, and though it did turn out good, it wasn't anywhere near what I wanted. The main reason for that being that after listening to it again, I sounded like hella boring, like extremely boring. So I was like, I didn't want that at all for this video, because I don't consider myself a boring person. I think that I'm relatively energetic, and I like to think of myself as pretty funny. So I wanted to kind of go just with the wind with this one, I guess. I just wanted to wing it, because the reason I sounded so dull in those videos is because I had a script I was reading off of. I was really nervous about just kind of sitting down and talking. I thought I was going to mess up a lot. So I just wrote a script for myself, which was fine because I got the information across, but at the same time I ended up sounding like extremely dull. So I decided not to do that with this video. All I have is a list of my my add-ons. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna wing it. So without any further ado, let us go ahead and hop into this video. Alright, so I'm just gonna go down the list and kind of read off which add-ons I have. Some of them you probably haven't even seen in my videos, because a lot of them are like background add-ons that I use when I'm not raiding. So, and honestly there's a few here that I barely use at all, so I'm just gonna kind of go down through. If there's any that I really feel like I should stop and talk about, I will, but most of them are pretty common. There's nothing super crazy in here. So let's start out. I have Auctionator. Big Wigs is my boss mods. I just prefer Big Wigs over DBM. It's personal preference. They do basically the same thing. Only reason I like Big Wigs is it can come with a separate add-on called Big Wigs Voice, and it's actually an add-on that will call stuff out for you, like you actually hear it talk to you, which as a healer staring at raid frames for the entire fight, it's pretty helpful. So that's why I like Big Wigs better. Honestly, like I said, DBM is perfectly fine. They basically do the exact same thing. I have DejaCharacterStats. Details is my damage and healing meters. Exorsus raid tools I only use for like raid cooldowns and battle res timers and stuff like that. Garrison mission manager. Gnosis Castbar is my Castbar. GottaGoFast for Mythic Plus. GTFO, which let's be honest, if you want GTFO, are you really a raider? Because that's the greatest add-on to ever be created. For those who don't know what it is, it's basically an add-on where if you are standing in shit, it will make the most obnoxious noise on this planet until you step out of the shit. So if you're prone to like standing in stuff you're not supposed to, or you're playing a new character where you're really going to kind of focus on DPSing and your rotation and everything, and you're not really paying attention, it's a really nice add-on to have, because it's like you're going to move out of the stuff just because you want the noise to stop. Like it's a great add-on. I absolutely love it. Little Wigs is the dungeon version of Big Wigs. Masque is just a kind of a UI. I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of a personalization thing. It just makes my action bars look a little better. Item level, pawn, postal, RC loot counts was for my loot. Shadow unit frames are my personal unit frames. I've gone through like 17 unit frame add-ons and finally decided on shadow unit frames. It's probably the one I like the most. Tidy plates, just because I don't like the ElvUI. Nameplates, I like tidy plates better. Vuhdo is my healing raid frames. Weakauras, which I will go into a little bit more in depth later in the video. World Quest List and ElvUI is my like total UI add-on. So that's my list. The only ones I really want to go a little bit more in depth with are Weakauras and Vuhdo. And other than that, that's just basically what goes into my add-on. I might make like a little clip at the end showing you me like resetting my add-on or my UI, because like it's just all about positioning to get to my UI. Nothing is like super crazy complicated or anything. It's just positioning and symmetry. That's what goes into my UI: positioning and symmetry. because I absolutely love symmetry, if you couldn't tell by my UI. I know that a lot of people say, like, especially in art, to like resist symmetry, but I don't do all that because I love it, and I think my UI looks extremely clean, so especially with the symmetry. So I'm digressing. I'm just gonna move on. We're gonna go talk about Weakauras now, so I'll see you there. Alright, so talking about Weakauras, there are really in terms of just my UI, there's only three Weakauras that I use. Now that's specifically for Mistweaver healing. There might be some that I use for a specific boss or a specific Mythic Plus affix that sometimes pops up on my screen, and if you guys do see something like that and you want to know about it, feel free to comment on that video. But I'm just going to go over the ones that kind of make up my everyday UI. So the first one being the Mistweaver cooldown collection, the little cluster in the middle of my screen that has all my cooldowns. That's definitely my favorite add-on, or my favorite Weakaura. I'm probably going to call them add-ons and not Weakauras throughout this entire video, so I apologize for that. But it has like all of my cooldowns on it. It'll change depending on the talents I use, so it's not like if you choose a different talent it won't pop up, it will. It's fantastic. I'm like looking around, there's been a bug flying around here and I've tried to kill it like 6 times and it won't die. Anyway, moving on. I'm losing focus. The other one, or there's two more. The one is my Velen's cooldown that you'll see like right above my player unit frame, that will, so it'll have like a glowy outline to it whenever it's off cooldown, and then it will turn gray and have the cooldown in the middle when it is on cooldown, and then it actually, whenever it comes off cooldown, will make like an electric noise in my ear to kind of get my attention and let me know like, hey, this is up for the next time you need it. It's great. And then the last one being the actual duration that appears right above my Castbar of how long Velen's is going to last. It actually does it for Velen's Future Sight, and I've also seen it proc, or it'll pop up whenever Sepha's Secret procs, so that's pretty cool. I didn't even know it did that, but I use it specifically for Velen's, so I'm going to have like a picture in the back that, like, when I talk about a specific one, an arrow will point to the one I'm talking about, so you can kind of see what it is. And like I said, all 3 of those will be linked in the description as well if you do want to add those to your UI. So the only other thing I want to go over is Vuhdo, which that's not going to take long at all because it's actually not even my profile. So let's go ahead and move on to that. Okay, so taking a look at my Vuhdo profile, I wish I could say that I came up with it and that I made it because it is clean as shit, but unfortunately I did not. I actually took it from another Mistweaver that's on YouTube. I think his YouTube name is PeachPies. He's like the #1 Mistweaver in the world. Dude's a god. It's ridiculous. So actually he was kind enough to share his Vuhdo profile in the comment section, and I went ahead and took that because mine was kind of weak, and his is definitely a lot better. The main reason that I like his better is, first of all, it shows debuffs, which it took me so long to figure out how to show any debuffs in Vuhdo, let alone all the ones that his shows. It even shows like on Desolate Host, it'll show you the like who's in the spirit realm and who isn't. It's great. I love this Vuhdo profile. The only issue I've had with it right now is if it goes above 20 players, then it can get a little weird. But honestly, even 25 is fine. I think it's once it hits 30, it starts to get a little strange. So it's perfect for what I want to do because I'm always in a 20-man, if not maybe 25 because of the guild I'm in. So it does what it's supposed to for me. I've never really tried to change it to make it so 30 looks cleaner. Honestly, you probably could. I just don't know a whole lot about the add-on. So that's really all I wanted to say about that. I will leave the link to PeachPie's channel as well as the profile for Vuhdo in the description as well if you want to go ahead and check that out. So I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to go over. I think the only other thing, and this actually doesn't have anything to do with the UI, so if that's all you were here for, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. But the one thing I wanted to kind of talk about for a second was I could not help but notice how much my channel has actually grown in the past few weeks. I'm actually like, I think I'm almost at 8,000 views and almost at like 90 subscribers, which like blows my mind. Like that's insane. And the fact that I've already gotten to this point, and the only video I actually like spoke to you guys, I sounded as boring as I did, like really gets me excited and really gets me to want to make more of these videos. My only problem right now is I'm kind of at a loss for what I should be making, because you can only make so many WoW videos and nothing's really going to be super original. So I really want to look into playing some other games and kind of like playing through the story and, you know, recording myself playing and everything. So if there's a game you guys want me to play or you want to recommend to me, leave it in the comments, absolutely, because I really want to I feel like that's the best way for me to kind of like show you guys who I am and like my personality and everything, because all the videos made so far are either me silent looking pissed off because I'm healing, or these informative videos, and you haven't really gotten a chance to see me yet. So if you want to, which I hope you do, leave some comments that tells me what I cannot speak. Leave some comments and tell me what game you think I should play, because I want to upload something other than WoW, that's for sure, and I really want to kind of like express myself. What movie was that? I think it was from a comedian. Yeah, it was from a comedian. Anyway, you guys probably, if you get that reference, like, props. But yeah, that's really all I want to say. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Just even liking the video, watching the video, clicking the subscribe button, it's all super helpful, and I really appreciate it. So that's all I really wanted to go over. I really hope that this helped to answer all of the questions you guys had. If you need anything else, definitely comment. I'll be happy to answer. And with that, I think I'm done. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.